Hi everyone, welcome back to another Vz.Studio video. My name is Vznable, and today, by popular demand, I'm going to show you guys my office. So, this office has been brewing for a fat minute now. It's like 80% done, and I'm very excited to show you guys everything that I've been cooking up for the last couple months. And I do want to preface this that this is not going to be my collection video. If you guys do want to see my whole collection, because there's a lot to go through, it even spans into another room, let me know down in the comments, just because I'm very excited to make that video as well. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing something like that. But yeah, there's going to be my office tour. I hope you guys like it, and let's go into the hallway. I'll meet you guys out there. That shit's so fucking cringe. Alright guys, so this is my office. Whenever you first come into the office, on your right here, you're gonna have a mirror, so because I wanted to check my outfits whenever, I have to get ready or whenever I have to go somewhere. It's a very handy tool just to make sure I'm not looking hella chopped. But yeah, next to that we got some of my tripods, and then this blaster I got at a arcade. It really just helps me keep all the bad people away from my office. Some miscellaneous monitor that I don't know what to do with, but coming right next to that we do have my own popcorn station. I bought this as a Christmas gift to my brother. He didn't want it, so I stole it from his house. We got some miscellaneous decoration as well. I just don't know where to put them, so it's right there. Here's the TV I'm rocking. It's an LG from like 5-6 years ago. It's just there just to have a TV, to be honest with you guys. Right here is just my little headphone station. I got this really cool figure from a blind bag from Motor Nuclear. Redid it myself as well. I thought it was pretty nice. Yeah, if we go over here, we can like turn on the light. I use this light as like a little like a filler light for whenever I record. It's just something nice to highlight the plants I got in here. And then these little cubes thingy right here, I don't know if you guys can see it too well, but it was here before I got the office. It was from my brother, but I just use it to put like little haros and stuff in there. It's very dusty though, so I wanted to like clean it a little bit later, but we ran out of time. And right here we have some of my headphones that I use on a day-to-day basis. So my Sony XM4s, my AirPod Maxes, and some gaming headphones right here. I'm a big candle lover, I guess, but I only buy like cheaper candles just because I don't see the point in them. Current favorite right now to lit up the house with, to burn the house, arson. This little cube right here is something that I kind of don't know what to do with right now. So what I have right here is a work in progress that I got a while back. I broke the little connector for the blast for the little cannons in the back, so it's just been in here quietly waiting. And I got some energy drinks, some pre-workout drinks for the gym. I got my Alexa Show, and then I got some random shoes that I kind of don't really wear anymore. And then going into the cabinet here, nothing too fancy. I do just have like my keyboards and stuff, just whatever I wanted to like take out and change for my computer setup. And I don't usually show the bottom of any of my drawers, but here's a forgotten Penelope. These two guys are my little children. They kind of live here. This is just like their own little space, so I thought it was pretty cool. This little corner right here is where I keep a lot of like miscellaneous stuff, and it's like kind of like a catch-all whenever you first walk into the room. So you're gonna have a multimedia charger, so I can like charge like, I don't know, my camera batteries, my phone. It's a very nice charger. I really like it. And next to that we have my candle warmer. I really like how it looks at night, and it's a very nice light in the background for whenever I am filming. This cool print right here is something that I got from an anime convention. I just really like JoJo's, especially part 5, or
I think it's part 5? I'm not sure.
Something like that, but I'm a big fan of this, and I really like the print. Okay, down on this level, we have some miscellaneous stuff. So I have my Devoom time frame right here with some of my SD models. I just don't know where to put them, so I just have them in like kind of like a blind box display case. And here's the sticker from Gara.fl. And another layer under, we have like my old camera gear, so a lot of like my lenses or my DSLR that I don't really use anymore because it's kind of outdated. I have my little fog machine here that I got from Ulanzi, I think, and then my lavalier mic, which I'm not using for this video. Right here we have the Evangelion Blockies Unit 1, the Master Grade Dynames. And last but not least, for the miscellaneous shelf, we have a box of like trousers. I keep it here for the days where I'm just lounging around in my office and I have to do a podcast like 10 minutes before. Put on some pants, you know what I mean? Unfinished project. This is the Barbatos Lupus Rex that I did not finish because it broke. So the pieces are just here chilling and it's very, very tight. And we have over here a little book nook that I built like I think 2 years ago. I thought it was a pretty neat thing. I still need to find a place to put it in somewhere, you know, but I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't want to like store that away. All right, so coming into the actual setup itself, we're gonna go into the first setup. And that is going to be my homework setup or my school setup. It's a very minimalistic setup. I try to get it as simple as possible so there's like no visual clutter around. And obviously these chairs over here can be mixed and matched. Like I usually have the gaming chair over at the gaming station. So the peripheral for this setup is just very simple, a wired mic with a wireless Mac looking keyboard, and I have a portable monitor just because I like how small it looks with some speakers and stuff like that. And then finally like my old light bar just to give it some flair. I thought it looks pretty cool. So some other peripherals, I have my microphone that I use for whenever I want to just change the scene in my podcast. I just record over here instead. And we have some plants just for the liveliness of it. And I also use it as a little junk tray or just miscellaneous stuff I don't want to put up. And with that, we're going to the first shelf of the room. It's literally my favorite shelf of the whole entire room. Obviously, I like red. Alright, it's gonna be kind of janky, but we're gonna record up here for a second. So up here on the shelf, we have my Sotheby shelf. So you see a lot of like blind bags, Sotheby's, the MSIA Sotheby. You got a Nightingale in the back. And if you look further back there, there's some Sinanju products as well. I'm just a big fan of this little guy right here. So yeah, I thought it was a very nice shelf. I just love like the red and like how bright it is. And going down on this side is also another Char shelf. So a lot of the Zaku stays in here and like a lot of the other Char stuff stays in here. Obviously we have some miscellaneous stuff like the Goof custom from Breaker's Backlog, and we have the amazing Zaku. It's not really a Char suit. Also with the Johnny Ridden one, it's not a Char suit, but it's red. And speaking of not a Char suit, but it's red, is the Gerbera Tetra. I just like to have like all the red stuff here, but it's mostly like Char's Vznable stuff, you know. And let me just not break my ass real quick. Okay, anyways. So for this middle layer right here, we have a bunch of my Berserk collection. A lot of people say, why is it still in plastic wrap? Well, I feel like the answer is pretty obvious. It's because I haven't gotten to that part yet. I've gotten to 2 books lately and I haven't had the time to finish the other one. I got these books on my birthday though, so big shout out to my girlfriend for getting me all 9 volumes, like from 2 to 10. Behind this fuck ass little kit right here, I have my Jujutsu Kaisen collection. I only kind of get mangas for the cover art, so above that we have the Lone Shadow right here from Hamaxian. I didn't really build this one. I still have one in the closet, but this one was given to me by Daniel. And this guy, don't really know what he's doing here. Kind of just climbed up here and wanted to be part of the gang. And above that, we have the Blockies Evangelion Unit 2. Let's skip over to these ones right here. This is the Turn Vznable Gundam. And this was whenever I asked Daniel to make me a signature Gundam for the Vznable brand. So yeah, a very prized possession in my collection. We have this print right here that I got at the same comic convention. I really like it. It's one of my favorite, to be honest. The color is very lively and it looks really good in this room. And over on this shelf, we have a bunch of like my grunt suits and like my little like my Mark IIs and stuff like that. Essentially, they all look the same in my eyes, so I just keep them here. And I just really like the pop of like blue, yellow, and like navy blue from the Titans and stuff like that. So I just really like a lot of the suits over here. It's one of my favorite shelves in my whole collection, to be honest. Like I said again in the beginning of the video, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but here's some of my favorite ones. The K9 and my Titan Mark II right here. All HGs, by the way. They're really nice in my opinion. I just really like how much work I put into this. Well, as much work as you'll see me put into anything, honestly. And then down here we have just a little cutesy corner. I have like a lot of my girlfriend's Godzillas right here. This is mostly for just decorations and stuff like that. We got a little bar scene with this fucked up little Zaku Hello Kitty thing. And then going to the bottom shelves right here, you have like my bigger suits, like the Goof Custom or the fight type of the Goof Custom, the Camphor, some Doms, and then we have like the HGO right there. It's just bigger kits I can't fit into the grunt shelves, but nonetheless it's one of my favorite. It has this like really cool purple and blue color scheme that I really like, and the O is just being a fat ass over there. Oh, I really love that Zoc right there. My girlfriend built it and it's very cute. Down here we have just like my stationary stuff, or like stuff that I use for recording. So we have like a bendy stand, like a black light that I fucking stole from my brother, so I can just like, you know, like just shine the black light on any of my kits with that kind of thing, I guess. This bin right here actually is just like miscellaneous like parts and pieces that I haven't gone through yet. So is my thinner. I really don't use this thinner. I bought it as like as to paint, but as you guys know from the podcast, I have not painted before in my life. Over there is just some more camera equipment, and then I have some modding equipment over in this bin as well. This is my PC. This is the one I use for like schoolwork and stuff like that, so it's a very low maintenance PC. It's just my old one that I repurpose whenever I bought my new one. And up top is just a Lego Technic that I built whenever I first got into Gunpla. I don't know why I built it. It's not really my favorite. I just hate building Lego Technics. Going to the other side of the desk, we have a Dom chilling right here. He's drinking coffee. It's just to give me some motivation. I really like that little chair that he's on. It's a phone holder. We have some peripherals on the side here as well. And this is my main setup. And it's a triple monitor setup with a lot of stuff going on, obviously. The mic I use for all my production is the Fifine some podcast mic. It's very nice, and attaches in the back of my desk so that I can just pull it forward whenever I need it. And this is the light that I use just for like my lighting for my podcast. It's very nice. It's very strong as well, so it gives a good light coverage whenever I do record. For the equipment that I use on my desk, I have the Ajas like 150 Pro, something like that, gaming mouse on top of a glass mouse pad. And I have my keyboard right here that I got from a brand that sent it to me. Very nice. It's wooden. It gives that like very cozy look. I do have the soundbar right here just because I didn't want a whole speaker setup. I feel like it was a waste of space, and I have like obviously no space. This right here is my mixer for my microphone. It just makes everything sound a lot crispier than if I was to use the USB that was included in the microphone itself. And right here is my PC. Obviously it's not on, but I bought this as a birthday present. And as you guys can see right here, we have a little BB Senshi SD new in there that I've painted. Really proud of that one actually. And we have some nice like peripherals around it. And up here we have some miscellaneous stuff. So we have some Gundam converges, the dock for my mouse to charge in, and then we have my Stream Deck from Fifine that I don't use. It's kind of just neglecting there, to be honest with you. Talk about neglecting. This side right here is all of my Stray kits that I just kind of like keep in there just because I have my monitors here and you can't really see the shelf all that much anymore. So maybe I find a new room for it soon, but probably not anytime soon. Next to that, we have like my little Optimus collection. I don't really collect any Transformers, but it's always fun to get this guy in like a blind box or just buy them off of like Blockies or stuff like that. And up here we have a little bit of the neglecting going on as well. We have the Musha Gundam that I brought pre-build, and we also have the Master Grade Sengoku Stray that also got pre-built by my brother. Up in this part, we have my little Lumi brick set that they sent me for a collaboration. It's just there because it's like kind of big and I don't know what to do with it. But yeah, it lights up and everything, so it's just very nice, you know. It's just very nice. It gives my room that little techie LED part. So if I'm being transparent, the bottom of my desk is actually very messy. It's very disorganized. This box right here is my work in progress of the Perfect Strike Perfect Grade. This huge thing right here is what I keep like my manuals and like my accessories for kits in. So whenever I do finish a kit, all the accessory goes in here and like all the manuals and stuff. These bins are just miscellaneous bins that has like my cables, my wires, and like some of my stands so I can do content in. It's very dark though, so I try to hide it. Down here has like my markers and like other like miscellaneous stuff to help me do my content. And speaking of doing content, we have like my toolbox with like some of the paints I have. There is some like foil sheet so I can like make cards out of my box art. We have my favorite, sticky tack. Down here we have some decals folder and some other decals folder and stuff like that. And this is the binder for my box art cards. And to the corner that I have no pride in, we have my cable corner with the headphones chilling right here. This is the headphone I use. It's just very messy. I would expect nobody to even like look at this little corner right here. Is very embarrassing. This fan right here is actually a lifesaver. It goes onto my desk, and whenever I am filming or something like that, that I am like getting overheated because I can't really turn on the fan, I just use this and it blows the exact amount of like wind power that I want. And next to all of that, we have my little light box little moment right here. This is what I use to do like my review channel for the Atherin account on Instagram. Behind it we do have a extra cutting mat. This is my really old one that I have. This is just for whenever I have guests over and they want to build, which doesn't really happen. And with that being said, we are going into my build station and my recording station for, you know, anything social media related. So this is what I use for like TikTok, Instagram, and like anything else. So the lights over here are powered. I can just turn them on and have like very good lighting. I have another one right here. This is my key light. This one I use to kind of just like light up the background, and this one I use to kind of light up the subject. So what I have right here is just my recent obsession. I've been really into 30-minute fantasies lately. This one is a Rosen Knight that I built like a year ago. A recent project of mine is this battle damaged, kind of bloodied up liver warrior. So this is where I would have it. I would have a normal Amazon cutting mat right here. I should get another one. It's very dirty. And for the pegboard, it's just a regular IKEA pegboard that I have like my decals I'm working on all pegged up here, kind of like me. And then we have this Saku Miku little vinyl figure that I got from Miniso. I think they're pretty cool, pretty cheap as well. We have my watermark right here that I use for a lot of my recording. And for build days, I use my iPad just to watch stuff in. It has a very crazy glare, but yeah, I just use it just to watch stuff, or I also use it for homework as well. It's a very good multimedia little gadget here. Up top, we have some decorations. So we have some markers that I got for brand sponsorship back in the day. And then we got some succulents. We also got a ghost from Destiny, if anyone knows what that is. We also got my God hand that I haven't opened yet. I got it for Christmas this year and still haven't opened. This one I still need to do a video for just because it's a brand item. And right here is my little messy corner of tools. I really try to keep this as organized as possible. I have my nippers in the front. Obviously I don't use a lot of my nippers. It's just there for display. I kind of just want to have all my nippers out, and the one I usually use the most are these two for the first cut and the cleanup cut. They're all from Steady, and technically a partner. Right here we have a desk vacuum for whenever I finish a kit. I just go over on my desk and just vacuum it and just make sure everything's clean. In this drawer we have some sandpaper, we have some sanding stuff, and then we have like my weathering kits and stuff like that. And then going in here, this little section has my box cutters. My preferred method of sanding is just the Razor Mini from Gun Primer. And these are like the sleeves that I use to make my cards with the little corner puncher right there. Right here are just like my essential like touch-up markers, panel liners, weathering decal, and like pens and stuff like that. It'll be all right here. Back to that is the alligator clip, so if I need to do like quick painting and stuff like that, it'll be all back here. And then behind there we have a brand new set of nippers from Steady that they sent me, pin vise for my decal work, and an extra set of the Display sandpaper that I rarely use because I don't sand my kits. Going into this little cubby right here, the first thing that I do want to mention is that this roll of toilet paper is very useful for waterside decals. Like, it sucked in all the water. It makes it very fast to have paper towels like right then and there. But another thing that I really like to use it for is gooning. Right here is my nub jar. So this is where I, clean out my nubs. It's kind of like self-explanatory. So we have some panel liner remover or just the paint thinner. Behind that, we got some cotton swabs as well. I got this at Miniso for like a pack of 100. They're pretty nice, and I like to use it for like multi-purpose stuff like that. Back here, this is the stand for my instructions. That's what I just take it out whenever I need to build something real quick. For the first couple cubbies, this is just the junk marker drawer where I also have my drill bits and stuff like that, and my little vise as well, just for modifications and stuff. We go down here, we have some like weathering markers. I also keep them in here with all my masking tapes and scribing tape, all that stuff. This is where I have like my bigger drill bits, my pliers for like third-party kits and stuff like that, and sandpaper that I use a lot that are still usable. They're so good. And below that, we have like another junk drawer. To be honest, this is where I keep like my scribing tool, a little brush to like stand off like the excess microplastic so I can snort it later, and then we got some markers as well. Finally, we do have like my bottles. We have the deluxe cement, we have the mark setter, we also have some Gorilla Glue for the modification, we have the mark softener, and then we also have some masking tape. This little sauce bowl right here is where I keep a lot of my water for waterside decals and stuff like that, so I just use it. And another thing that you would find on my desk is this thing right here, which is going to be sticky tack. I use a lot of sticky tacks on like my projects or like my shots and stuff like that. It's very good to use if you want to like stick something on and like have an effect. These shelves right here are kind of irrelevant. They're kind of unimportant, but I do want to show you guys the last two drawers, because that is like the more important one that I want to highlight. So the first one is the bottom one. This is where I keep a lot of my effects. So if you go in there, you can see like a lot of my my smoke effects, my little ground effects for like my photo shoots and stuff like that. So a lot of them goes in here. That way I can just grab them while I like film, and then I can put them back, and it doesn't have to be in a specific order. It just has to fit. This one, we also have a little drawer of effects as well, but these boxes has like my miscellaneous weapons and stuff like that from kits that I don't use or it's not displayed. So whenever I do need like an extra rifle or like an extra beam saber, I'll just go grab it from there. Same thing with this one. I have more of like beam saber effects and like all these slashing effects. It will be all in here. And down here we also have like my excess hands and stuff like that I would use for like extra hands during a shoot, and some splashing effects, stuff like that. It'll just be all multimedia little shelf here. This is the high grade barber toast that I got from my brother's house. I stole it. I'm a thief. Kind of lost the head for it, so I don't know what to do with it, and I kind of don't want him to find out either. Let's move on. So if we're moving up here, we have two display cases that I got from Hobby Lobby. This first one is for my QMSV, and this top one is for my Gundam Converge little figure right here. They were originally for all of my QMSVs, but I don't have enough, so they're just like that for now until I get more QMSVs. And right here we have the second bookshelf to my collection. It's not as good as the other one, but it's also pretty nice in my opinion. On top we have my full armor unicorn Gundam little shrine here. We have the Gundam base exclusive one that I haven't built, obviously, and we have the Verka that I obviously haven't built either. This one right here is the RG. I'm planning to replace it with another one because it's kind of dookie now. Yeah, we also have the high grade Kasatsu just chilling up there because it's green. So this shelf right here is mostly all my IBO kits, and a lot of the kits I've gotten from the homeboy Ryan the Kaijin, our team member right here. And this is where all the IBO stuff just landed. This back one was Daniel's. He painted a SNA Tristan. That was pretty cool. And this little guy right here is the one that's broken. Maybe I can fix that one day. Right here is my little Mobile Suit Gundam Amuro shelf. Obviously it's not really Amuro. There's like a whole Alex right here and the gun tank gun cannon right there, but it's just a little UC shelf that I have. It looks pretty mid right now. I'm planning to put like the vertical of each high news and news behind these so they can fill up the shelf a little bit. But right now that I see the back of the bookshelf, it's just kind of lame. And this part of the bookshelf is just my little blue corner. It is met with my wing vertical EW that I still need to panel line and decal, with the MGSD that I need to do the same, and this is the blind box version. Behind there is the box for the Hasane Miku Zaku that I got from Yijin. I'm just name dropping people right now. This one is just a random tube that I got that I want to put like a lot of like my blue and white nubs in there. Obviously you guys can still see some yellow in there, and that's just because I'm a little stupid. In the back we got some gifts from Yijin as well from our collabs in the past. This one right here is a bootleg figure of the Rising Freedom in a larger scale than the high grade, but it's in like that cross contrast color. Pretty shit, but it's a very nice like looking kit for display. And this magnificent kit right here is from the homeboy Akro Studios, or Daniel, my co-host. This is one of the first kit that he had built and painted for me for one of our first collabs. It's very, very nice. It holds a special place in my heart. As you guys can see in the back, we also have his Hasane Miku H1 as well for our H and Hasane Miku collab. We also have the Zaku Hasane Miku version in the shadow box right there. I was very proud about it because if you look closely, I did a whole decal right there for the glass case, so it's more official. It's more official. Right here, this bottom one is more miscellaneous than anything in the world. So what I want was a little wing section, but a lot of the kits I have for wing is either build or it's green. So I have the RG Toggies right here, and a lot of like the Ultrons variant and the Fenice, which is the wing. I have the Epion in the back as well, and this here is just my little fighter area. I'm not gonna go into it all that much just because I want you guys to wait for the collection video. Down here we have just a little bit of like a main suit little moment right here. We have a lot of the main suit for each franchise, and I try my best to be as close as possible because obviously my knowledge is limited. There's also a Lightning Zeta in the back right there just because I kind of don't know what to do with it, and it fits so well with my Zeta Revive right here. And for the last layer, we have a lot of bullshit, if I'm being honest with you guys. This is where I keep like my bigger kits I can't fit in my backlog. So we got the mechanical clear Sazabi. We also have the Chinese exclusive cross contrast one. And behind that, we also got just the regular Sazabi right here. And even behind that, we got the Psycho Zaku Ruka. So it's just a bunch of big kits that doesn't really fit in the closet. Right here is just an empty box of my perfect grade, perfect strike that I'm still building. It's been like almost 2 months now, but it's just an empty box. I'm trying to like finish it so I can put the cardboard back in and store some stuff in here. So this is the backlog right here, and I'm not going to go into too much detail because I want to just feature the backlog in the collection video, but it's a whole closet's worth, and I don't know. I'm kind of speechless about it still, but yeah, this is just where I keep all my unbuilt kits and stuff like that. And the last little thing for my room is these floating shelf right here that I want to get into. All right, so this top shelf right here is a lot of my seed stuff. I don't know, I can just say seed stuff because, you know, we have like little mini blind box looking figures and stuff like that, and I used to be a really big fan of Seed, so that's why I have a lot of stuff from Seed here. And you have like my Impulse RGs and stuff like that, so it's just a good place to just display them because it's just a lot of them. But yeah, it's just a massive display, and I feel like I'm tired of Seed now, so I might get rid of them soon. Lastly, we have my little Zaku shelf. So this is like Zaku looking kits and stuff like that. Obviously, I have that one little Sazabi in the back there just because it's just a custom and it goes well. We got some Ifrit in there as well, and we got some Goof all over there. It's just like my Mono Eyes little shelf that doesn't fit in any other space. I just really love how the Zaku look all lined up and stuff like that, and the Mono Eyes are very satisfying to look at as well. But yeah, that should conclude the rest of the whole room. Alright, so that is going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. If you guys want to see the other team members' room tour, please just let me know down in the comments below. All of our information will be down in the description below, so you guys just check out our social media down there and our Ko-Fi, everything like that. But yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.